Good morning. It's been a while since I picked up the camera because I was back in the office and both of my kids were sick. So I had been dealing with that and not reading too much. But I did read, what's it called, the Delgado family series. And I was literally stuck for 2 days just reading through that. But I'm back and my kids are better, so I get to read again, and I'm working from home. But I did start Aphrodite and the Duke by J.J. McAvoy. This is a trilogy series. I've seen a couple people talk about it on Goodreads. So I'm listening to the audio for this while also reading it. So that's fun. I also got some books from the library that I'm really excited to read. First up, we have Children of Anguish and Anarchy. I've read the other two, and this is the only one I haven't read. And she's supposed to be having another book coming out. I don't know if it's for this series or another series, but her Instagram, she's like a super secret book. So I want to read this one before she releases whatever that may be. Second book I got was This Ravenous Fate by Haley Dennings. I keep seeing a lot of people talk about this one. I'm not really sure what it's about, but I know they said something like Harlem. Yeah, a night in Harlem, the jazz clubs come to life and death waits in the dark. It kind of was given, just from that little snippet, it was given, what is Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy's movie called? Oh, I can't think of it right now, but that's what this gave. So I'm pretty excited to read it. I also have this one on audio through Libby, which is super cool. And I have Happy Land by Dolan Perkins Valdez, also on audio. I have all these books on audio, and it's helping me get through more books faster. With me working in the office and me having kids, it's just it works better for me that way. But the only way that I can actually focus on what's going on is if I listen to the audio while reading the book. I don't know, that's just what works for me. If I just listen to the audio, I'm not really like locked in.
You have no right to come here and cause a scene when you are the one who failed to show. I was. He stopped. He looked down, breathing through his nose. I must speak with her. I must explain. I said no. I replied and grabbed his arm. He hissed in pain, and I felt the dampness of his coat. Lifting my hand to see blood. To God's name. I leaned closer to see the blood now spilling down his hand. You are injured. We shall call for it. Say nothing. He snapped and stepped back. I glanced once more at my sister before taking her leave. Is everything all right? Silver asked as she came to my side. Why are you bleeding? It is not mine, I whispered, laying my hand. Come in here. Even in the dark, I'll be injured. I watched him lift himself onto his horse and take off into the night. Shit. Do not get involved. I ought not to get involved. Really, damn it, man. Sir, I will need to borrow your horse. Forgive me, I said to the first gentleman I saw dismount. I did not even wait for his reply. Hitting the horse, I went as fast as I could, feeling the wind push against me. It was dark, but not so much that I was unable to make way. It took all of 10 minutes before I caught up with the madman, which was proof enough there was something amiss, for he had always been the better rider between us. His figure hunched, and his horse slowed before he slunk from the animal's back. Slander, I hollered, coming up on his left side, gripping him before he fell. You fool! Leave me be, he hollered, trying to steady himself. I will not. Should you die, my mother would blame me. Not to mention Aphrodite. He chuckled, lifting his head as he struggled for air. I am her favourite between us. Shut up, I snapped, rolling my eyes. Can you still ride? We need to get you home and see quickly. I can go back. Do you still do care, bro? Do not. I'm merely acting as a good Samaritan for a mentally challenged man. Believe me to be mentally challenged. Clearly, but there are only 2 of us here, and I am not the one short of breath and bleeding. I snapped. Can you still ride if I'm here guiding? He nodded. Good. Oh, but slowly, I ordered. He was a year older than I. We had grown up together, and throughout all that time, he was always the responsible one, the noble one, the most capable one. Much the same as Hathor felt toward Aphrodite. I felt toward him, part sibling, part rival. But he no longer matched the man I competed against in everything. One who spoke 6 languages fluently, who was an expert marksman. Came in. I rode. I said. I saw him bleeding and brought him home. Checked the dressing and around the shoulder before releasing the bandage as the blood flowed heavily. Well, I asked, leaning closer. He's been stabbed. What? Stabbed? From the look of this, he sought to bandage himself. He's truly blessed. He should have long since bled out. What in the hell had he got himself into? But he can be saved. He will need to rest his shoulder as well as overcome his fever to recover, the doctor replied, reaching into his bag. I am more concerned about the fever. What prevented him from getting help? As if Evander had heard him, he breathed his answer, heavily. Aphrodite. What? The doctor questioned. Ignore him, it is his madness. I shook my head, picking up the bottle of brandy the maid had brought, and taking a large drink of it. I stepped back, allowing the doctor to work, and I had to admit, he seemed proficient and managed to stop the bleeding. It felt as though ages passed before he finally stopped and wiped his brow. He would need medicine and to be monitored through the night, simply for his fever to break. I will remain if you do not mind. Did not. I much preferred it, actually. However, I knew Evander rarely allowed people into his sphere. Could he awake with a strange man in his home? Who knew what he would do? Of course, I will remain as well. You do not need to return to your ball, he questioned. You are aware of who I am? I was not aware until he said the name Aphrodite. There is only one person within all of London who has such a name, and from your clothes and closeness to the Duke, I merely assumed. His grace, though, is wearing a footman's coat. I had not even noticed until he lifted the coat for me to observe. Evander's clothes were always much more refined. He was determined to get wherever he was going. The doctor frowned, standing. Very foolish. He could have died. It is good you followed after him. He glanced over at the man now resting. I was unsure of how he had been injured, only that despite his wound, he sought first to go to my sister, even if it was to kill him. Damn him. For now, I was a villain in this story, having all but told Aphrodite that he was a disappointment for showing up late. Had I not gone to fetch her, he might have come back up, only when he had arrived. His sacrifice would not have been in vain. No, I shook my head. It was best Aphrodite did not get dragged into his chaos. My lord. My lord. Yes? Pardon me. I shook my head. I've not even gotten your name. It is Dr. Theodore Darrington. I would shake your hand, but he lifted his blood-stained hand to me. I understand. There's a basin of water and brandy. I lifted the bottle. I do not know what else to offer. It is fine. I will wait until the patient is well. We'll need something to sleep, he said, and moved to the basin to clean his hands. I'm fine, I stumbled full called, trying to rise, forcing the doctor and me both to his side. You are not fine, Your Grace.
And when my mother's glare shifted, he focused on his newspaper. Your ladyship, the maid said, giving her a drink that was only needed for when one drank in excess. Thank you, my mother replied, and then drank all of it, at one time. My father watched, rather amused. I am glad you enjoyed your ball, my love, he said to her when she was finished. So much so, you did not even realise you drank to excess. So you were boxed, Abina exclaimed. Boxed, mother snapped at Abina. Mamma, it is breakfast. Abina pouted, then looked at our father, who was hiding behind the paper. You may have all the breakfast you want when you learn proper breakfast conversation, my mother said. Papa, Abina began, when he saw Damon finally enter the outside hall. Damon, Silver began to rise, but then paused, looking to my mother. Leave, as she desired, would have been rude. Father, excuse me, Damon said when he entered the room. I will change and come right down. You mean to tell me you have not been here? My mother questioned, and then looked to Silver, who had told us he retired earlier in the evening. All night? I was needed elsewhere, excuse me, he said, and turned to leave. I shall go tend to him, Silver said, rising. I watched as Abina filled her plate with as much food as she could carry. And I shall go to the pots. She ran off. My mother usually would have called her on her actions, but her mind was elsewhere. Sneaky little squirrel. He was out all night, my mother said to my father, who was reading the paper. Apparently he was needed elsewhere, my father replied. The only one who could have needed him at such an hour is his wife, and she was here, she muttered angrily, lifting her hands to rub her temples. My ball was a success, yet all you children seek to give me panic. What did I do? Ada exclaimed. It was Aphrodite who stood melancholy all night, despite all her suitors asking for dances, which you made her quite proficient in, and Damon managed. I was splendid. Do not let me cast my eye on you, child. For if I do, you will see that I caught all the times when you dropped your handkerchief, or fainted upon the Dukes of Brunhild and Alphonse, as if you were not born with strong enough lungs to contain air, my mother replied. Ada looked away to drink her juice, and Hector and Davina giggled. And you, my mother finally reached me. You and I shall speak later. Mamma, are you not tired? I asked her for the second time in 2 days. Why not take the day and rest your nerves? I assure you, you do not wish to deal with her well rested, my father chimed in. Later, my mother repeated. Heavenly Father, spare me from my mortal mother. 10. Aphrodite. It was later, and I waited by the piano for what was to come, preparing to tune out her voice. Though I was sure it would not work completely, I had to lessen the blow of whatever it was she wished to speak to me about. As soon as the doors opened, my hands were on the keys. Ah, so now you wish to practice, she said. Of course, Mamma, for how else would I be considered accomplished? Quite right, she nodded. And how accomplished you shall be as the Countess of Wyndham. I beg your pardon. Well, his brother is still alive at this present moment, but it is now certain he will not survive. Thus, Mr. Ives will become the Earl of Wyndham after his father. Mamma, this concerns me not. Oh, but it does concern you, my dear. As Tristan asked your father for your hand last night. I arose so quickly that I nearly kicked over the piano stool. He did not.
Okay, I am back, and I'm not sure where exactly I left off in this vlog, but I'm going to pick it up here because I know that I for sure was reading the Aphrodite and a Duke, right? Yeah, the Aphrodite and a Duke by J.J. McAvoy in my last book. And I enjoyed that book so much. I went to my local Barnes & Noble and I had them order the book for me, picked it up, and now it's on my shelf as a trophy because I read the book on my Kindle, and then I listened to the audio also through Libby. But I went to my local library and found the next two books, which are Variety and The Forbidden Suitor. I just started this. I'm about 12% in. It's only 385 pages, so I can get this done fairly quickly. And then the third one is Hathor and the Prince. Hathor and the Prince. I know this one is a forbidden romance, Variety and The Forbidden Suitor. But the third one, I am not sure yet. I kind of want to go in blind. I'm liking where Variety is right now. It's starting off pretty good. So yeah, I have no complaints. So I hope you enjoy my vlog reading this series. What is this series called actually? The DuBelles Series. So that's what I'm gonna refer to these books as throughout the rest of this vlog. What else is new? Also, I redid the back of my Kindle. I'm so excited too because it's so cute. It's giving fall vibes. It's so me. Okay. First up, we got the little holder for your charms. I actually have another charm in the mail. I ordered it from Amazon, so it should be here sometime today. But in the meantime, I have my Breezy Bow little keychain that I got for being VIP at the Breezy Bow. Just a cute little reminder. And then the little charm I have right here, it says, "Let me read in peace," with a little skeleton. So cute. And then I just got a cute little insert also. All this I ordered from Amazon. Just get on there and search Kindle accessories and you'll find everything. The stickers came separate. I have, first I drink the coffee, then I do the task or the things. I can't read. Read more books. We got just one more chapter. Books, and more books. And then Caffeine Queen. So cute, so fall. Love it. And then I'm getting ready to start. I think this is the 4th book in the DuBelles series, which is Roulette. Let me see, because you got Chemistry, Rather. What's the Huntress name? What is her name? Rugger. And Rugger, oh my God. The way they did my girl at the end, I was sick. Like, bro, really? But highly recommend the DuBelles series. I'm on the 4th book, and I don't know, like, it's just so good. But when I read like Gray Huffington or Jacquiel J, their books, I literally just sit and binge the whole series. Like, it happens every time. Like the Delgados, Infernos, all them. I literally read those in maybe 4 days, all of them. Because they're just so, like, I don't know, they require all my attention, and I don't read anything else when I read those. But I am going to start back up on the DuBelles, and I will let you know when I have an update.
so good and now it's all gone. Rainy Tuesday, no sun appears. Feels like I'm drowning in heaven's tears. How come you knew this day was so sad? Like you could see my heart is feeling bad. Rainy Tuesday, no smile today, and I just don't want you to stay. I just want you to go away. Rainy Tuesday, to me you're dark and gray. Oh yeah. Tuesday, what shall I do? Where can I go? I am asking you. there ain't no home for me. There ain't no place that I would rather be. Rainy Tuesday, no smile today, and I just don't want you to stay. I just want you to go away. Rainy Tuesday, to me you're dark and gray. Tuesday, once you're gone, I'll wear a smile and I greet the sun. There'll be good times again for me one day, when you're forgotten and I can see my way. Rainy Tuesday, no smile today, and I just don't want you to stay. I just want you to go away. Rainy Tuesday, to me you're dark and gray. Oh, yeah. Tuesday, what can I do? I thought that I could stay with you. Leaving house, I'm leaving my home. It used to be so good and now it's all gone. Rainy Tuesday, no sun appears. Feels like I'm drowning in heaven's tears. How come you knew this day was so sad? Like you could see my heart is feeling bad. Rainy Tuesday, no smile today, and I just don't want you to stay. I just want you to go away. Rainy Tuesday, to me you're dark and gray. Oh yeah. Tuesday, what shall I do? Where can I go? I am asking you. There ain't no house, there ain't no home for me. There ain't no place that I would rather be. Rainy Tuesday, no smile today, and I just don't want you to stay.
Okay, I am checking back in because I am now about 32% of the way through Verity in the Forbidden Suitor in the DuBelles series. And I know I said this was a forbidden romance at the beginning of this, but like I don't see how. Like I get the status aspect of like your status determines who you're with, but like I don't see it. Like I really don't think he's like a forbidden suitor. And I think that with Verity, it's not really a spoiler because they mentioned it in the first book, Aphrodite and the Dude. Like, she has these nightmares, right? And if her suitor is a doctor, maybe he can help her with those nightmares that she's having. Duh. Just talk to the man, you know? Talk to him, explain what's been going on, like how it's been going on for freaking since you were a kid. Like, just talk. I think it's a great match, honestly. Status aside, I think it is a wonderful match. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have many thoughts about this book. I want it. I know in one of my bookish vlogs that I did a couple months ago, I picked this series up at the Barnes and Noble, like an hour away from here. And now I'm very like upset because I could have had this series on my shelf already instead of getting it from the library. And I'm so sad because I think they had all 3 books, if I'm not mistaken.
I've known you my whole life. Okay, this is not something you do every day. Okay, this is not easy for me. I'll make sure everything goes to plan. Don't worry.